Welcome back, my fellow theorists. You are watching Theory Hammer, and in this episode, we are continuing our Warhammer 40k 10th edition index reviews with the Orks. I love the Orks. They're just so absurd and ridiculous. They are fungus that has sentience. They're born with their abilities, like they're genetically engineered mushroom men that love killing things, and they thrive for war. Like, God, could you imagine being the race that the Orks were created to combat? Just like a never-dying menace that only cares about war and causing you damage. God, that would be so annoying. Like, you know that really annoying computer in an RTS that just like keeps building a new base somehow and was harassing you since before you had power built? That's the Orks. And then you add in that their guys blow themselves up. So if you guys like this kind of content, crump that like button, tell me about your boys in the comments down below, subscribe to the boss, Theory Hammer, hit the bell icon so that you're notified each time we have a new WOG for you to join, and we have other playlists and videos as well, so once you're done with this video, be sure to check those out. I have read this, but a refresher would be nice, and I do get through these reviews pretty quickly, at least I try to, so if I make any mistakes, be sure to point them out in a comment down below. And we're also not going to be discussing points. Points change all the time, and depending on when you're watching this, they would be outdated. But there is a link to the points in the description. Alright, here we go, boys. This is the Orks. They have WOG. If your army faction is Orks, once per battle, at the start of the battle round, you can call the WOG. If you do, until the start of the next battle round, you get these abilities. Orks from your army are eligible to declare a charge in a turn in which they advanced. Add one to the strength and attacks characteristic of melee weapons equipped by Ork models from your army, and Ork models from your army have a 5+ invulnerable save. That's it. That's your whole army ability. So, what are you going to do? This is your detachment rule, which hopefully you get something better when your codex comes out, which you will. No, there's no hope for it. You will. If your army faction is Orks, then melee weapons equipped by Ork models in your army have a sustained hits 1. That's all you get. These are your stratagems. Kareen is your first stratagem. Kareen says Epic Deed for 1 CP, and it happens in any phase just after an Ork vehicle unit from your army with the Deadly Demise ability was destroyed. That Ork vehicle's unit is the target. If you roll a 6 for its Deadly Demise ability, you can use this stratagem on the unit even if it was just destroyed. The effect is that your unit can make a normal move, fall back, and then before its Deadly Demise ability is resolved. And before any embarked units perform an emergency disembarkation. When making this move, your unit can move over enemy units, excluding monsters and vehicles, as if they were not there. What? That's really good. I never actually read that myself. That's very good. Orks is never beaten is the next one. 2 CP Epic Deed happens in the fight phase just after an enemy unit selects its targets. You target one Ork unit from your army that was the target of their attacks, and until the end of the phase, each time a model in your unit is destroyed, if that model has not fought, do not remove it from play. The destroyed model can fight after the attacking model's unit has finished making its attacks, and then it is removed from play. Next up is Unbridled Carnage, Battle Tactic Stratagem for 1 CP in the fight phase. One Ork unit from your army that has not been selected to fight yet, and then until the end of the phase, each time an Ork model from your unit makes a melee attack on an unmodified hit roll of 5+, scores a critical hit. Good stuff. Odd as nails. I can't do the Ork voice until Graham is on this stuff. This is the battle tactics for 1 CP. This is your opponent's shooting phase when it happens, or their fight phase. Just after an enemy unit selects its targets, you target one Ork unit from your army that was the target of those attacks, and then until the end of the phase, each time an attack targets your unit, subtract 1 from the wound roll. You cannot select a vehicle or Gretchen unit for the stratagem. Mob Rule is the next one, Battle Tactics 1 CP. This happens in your command phase. One mob unit from your army that contains 10 or more models and is not below half strength is the target, and the effect is that until the start of your next command phase, while a friendly Ork's infantry unit is within 6 inches of that mob unit, that Ork infantry unit can still be selected as the target of a stratagem, even if it's battle shocked. Oh my god, what? I didn't even know that existed. That's bad. It's cool, but my god. Just compared to the other ones. Here we go, folks. When in the start of your movement phase, this is a battle tactic for 1 CP. So in the start of your movement phase, one Ork unit from your army can add 2 to advance and charge rolls made for the unit. These are their enhancements. Follow me, lads. Orks model only. While the bear is leading unit, add 2 to the move characteristic of models in that unit. You got Head Wop as Kill Choppa. This is an Orc model only. I love how they have to specify that. Melee weapons equipped by the bear have the extra attacks that do not have the extra attacks. Have devastating wounds. So if you're riding a beast, it does not get devastating wounds, but your Choppa will. Cunning but brutal. Orcs model only. When the bearer is leading a unit, that unit is eligible to shoot and declare a charge in a turn in which it fell back. And then Super Cyborg Body, Orcs model only. The bear has 4+ Feel No Pain, so that's great. This is pretty good. They're all good. They're all good. Yeah, they're all good. Orcs. Look at him. He's orky. He's very orky. He's got a big tooth. The Battle Wagon is going to be the first unit here. There's about 50 things to go over, so I'm probably going to skip through some of these weapons at some point after I've read them a few times, so just expect me to do that. Battle Wagon is the first thing. It moves 10, toughness 10, 3-up save, and 16 wounds. Leadership 7, OC of 5. Big shooters are its ranged weapons, and cannons, and kill cannons, and labas, and zap guns. So big shooters, rapid fire 2, 36 inches, 3 shots. Everything's BS 5. This is strength 5, AP 0, 1 damage. The cannon has 2 shots, that's the next one. It's either got a frag, which is blast at 36 inches, D6 shots, strength 5, AP 0, 1 damage, or it's got a shell, 1 shot at 36 inches, strength 9, AP 2, D6 damage. Then the kill cannon, this is blast, 24 inches, D6 plus 3 shots, strength 9, AP 2, damage 2. Lava is blast and indirect, 48 inch range, D6 shots, strength 5, AP 0, 1 damage. Zap gun, devastating wounds, 36 inch range, 1 shot, 2d6 strength, AP 3, and a flat 3 damage. Give me a fucking break. What a weird ass weapon. For melee, it's got a def rolla, 6 attacks. That's going to be weapon skill 3, strength 9, AP 1, damage 2. Grab and claws are extra attacks. There's 2 of them on 3s, strength 8, AP 2, damage 2. And then tracks and wheels, 6 attacks, strength 8 AP, 0 damage 1, and those hit on 4s. And then you got your wrecking ball, which is extra attacks, 1 extra attack, hitting on 4, strength 10, AP 0, damage D6. Why the fuck is that AP 0? Deadly Demise D6, firing deck 22, Wog, ramshackle, but rugged. Each time an attack is allocated to this model, worsen the armor penetration by 1, so it has Armor of Contempt all the time. Its war gear abilities are Ard Case. You add 2 to the toughness characteristic, but it no longer has a firing deck ability, so that's fucking garbage. If it's damaged, 1 to 5 wounds remaining, it's -1 to hit, so it hits on 6s for shooting. Great vehicle. Has a 6-up invuln. It can be equipped with one of the following, either a kill cannon, a cannon, or a zap gun. This model can be equipped with lava. This model can be equipped with up to 4 big shooters. This model's tracks and wheels can be replaced with 1 def rolla, and then this model can be equipped with any of the following, 1 Ard Case, Grabbing Claw, or Wrecking Ball. Why would you ever not do that? Why would you ever not replace its wheels with a def rolla? It should just have the def rolla and not have that. Anyway, yeah, it's got tracks and wheels unless you give it all these guns that are free. Dude, whatever. It's a transport. It can transport 22 guys. If this model is equipped with a kill cannon, it has a transport capacity of 12. Each mega armor and jump pack model takes up the space of 2. If it is not equipped with an Ard Case, cannon, kill cannon, or zap gun, it can transport 1 Gazgul Thraka. Gazgul Thraka takes up the space of 18 models. What a weird... They fucked up Gazgul so bad. Vehicle Transport Battle Wagon. Beast Snagger Boys are the next up. They are movement of 6, toughness of 5, 5-up save, 1 wound, leadership 7, OC of 2. And then the knob has 2 wounds. They have sluggas, which are going to be a 12-inch range, 1 attack, BS 5, strength 4, AP 0, 1 damage. Get used to that because that is going to be a very common weapon. The thump gun is not so common, but it's a blast weapon at 18 inches, D3 shots, strength 6, AP 0, damage 2, hitting on 5s. For combat, they're hitting on 3s with all of these different weapons. The Choppa is 3 attacks, weapon skill 3, strength 5, AP 1, damage 1. Close combat weapon is 2 attacks, strength 5, AP 0, damage 1. And the Power Snappa is 4 attacks, strength 7, AP 1, damage 2. They do have a 6-up Feel No Pain, and they have Wog. And then they're Monster Hunters. Each time a model in this unit makes an attack that targets a monster or a vehicle unit, you can re-roll the wound roll. That's not terrible at all. That is not bad. They come in units of 10 to 20. The Knob is equipped with a Power Snapper. Everyone else is equipped with a Chopper and a Slugger, so everybody's got that. For every 10 models in the unit, one dude can have his Chopper replaced with a Thump Gun and a close combat weapon. His Slugger and his Chopper. Okay. Their infantry mob, battle line beast snaggers. Then you got your beast boss. He's also a beast snagging boss. He's snagging them beasts. He's wrangling them beasts. He's moving 6, a toughness 5, with a 4-up save and 5 wounds. Why does he only have 5 wounds? Why doesn't he have like 8 wounds? Look at it. He's huge, but he's only got 5 wounds. He's leadership 6 and OC 1. This guy dies to like bolters, dude. He has got ranged weapons. He's got a shooter. Rapid fire 1. 18-inch range. 2 attacks. BS 4 on him. Strength 4. AP 0. 1 damage. Beast Snagger Claw in combat. Anti-monster 4+. And anti-vehicle 4+. It's 4 attacks. Strength 10. AP 2. And damage 2. And then Beast Chopper. That's going to be anti-monster and anti-vehicle 4+. With 6 attacks. Weapon skill 2. Strength 6. AP 1. Damage 2. He also has that Feel No Pain 6+. And Leader Wog Beast Boss. While he's leading a unit, you add 1 to the hit roll. And then Beastly Rage. Each time this model makes a charge move until the end of the turn, melee weapons it is equipped with have the Devastating Wounds ability. He's got a 5-up invuln all the time. He's got no war gear options. He's just himself. He's got a shooter, a Beast Chopper, and a Beast Snagger Claw. He can be attached to Beast Snagger Boys. He's infantry character Beast Snagger War Boss. Then you have something that's actually pretty good. This is the Beast Boss on Squigosaur. This thing is really hard to kill. It's gonna be movement of 10, toughness of 10, with a 3-up save and 9 wounds, leadership 6, and OC of 3. It's got a Slugger as well, hits on 5s. Thump Gun as well, hits on 5s. Beast Chopper in combat, that's gonna be 6 attacks. Anti-monster 4+, anti-vehicle 4+. Weapon skill 2, strength 6, AP 1, and damage 2. And then you got your Jaws. These are devastating wounds and extra attacks. 3 attacks hitting on 4, strength 7, AP 2, and damage 3. Deadly Demise 1, Feel No Pain 4+, and then Wog, Here We Go is an aura. While a friendly Beast Snagger unit is within 6 inches of this model, you can reroll charge rolls made for that unit. So that includes himself. Single-Minded Predator, you can target this model with the Heroic Intervention stratagem for 1 CP, and you can do so even if you targeted a different unit with the same stratagem this phase. He's got no war gear options. He's just got a Slugger, Beast Chopper, and Squigosaur Jaws. He does have a war gear option, actually. He can be equipped with that Thump Gun, which he should just have on his datasheet, because shit is free this edition. He's a monster character, Beast Snagger, Beast Boss on Squigosaur. Big Mech in Mega Armor. He moves 5 inches. He's toughness 6 with a 2-up save and 5 wounds. Leadership 7 and OC 1. He's got different ranged weapons. He's got Combi Weapon. This is like, I'll just read it. Anti-infantry 4+. Devastating wounds, rapid fire 1. 24-inch range, 1 shot. BS 5 on everything. Strength 4, AP 0, and damage 1. Custom Mega Blaster, that's hazardous all the time. 24-inch range with 3 shots. Strength 9, AP 2, D6 damage. Custom Shooter, rapid fire 2, 18-inch range, 4 shots. Strength 4, AP 0, 1 damage. Teleport Blaster, it's a blast weapon at 12 inches, 3 shots, strength 8, AP 1, and damage 3. That's interesting. For melee, he's got Kill Saws, that's 3 attacks, weapon skill 4, strength 12, AP 3, and 2 damage. Or you've got a Power Claw, which is 4 attacks hitting on 3s, strength 9, AP 2, 2 damage. He's leader, he's Wagon, he's got Mordaka. While this model is leading a unit, each time a model in that unit makes a ranged attack, reroll a hit roll of 1. He has Fix Up that armor. While this model is leading a unit, even in your command phase, you can return 1 destroyed bodyguard model to that unit. That's pretty good. War gear abilities. Custom Force Field. While he's leading a unit, they have 4-up invulns. Grot Oiler, once per battle at the end of your movement phase. 1 model in the Bear's unit regains D3 lost wounds. Okay. So the Big Mech in Mega Armor seems decent enough. He's got a custom Mega Blaster Power Claw. He can lead in Mega Knobs. His custom Mega Blaster can be replaced with a Kill Saw, Combi Weapon, or Custom Shooter. This model can be equipped with one of the following, either a Teleport Blaster or a Custom Force Field. And this model can be equipped with 1 Grot Oiler. He's an infantry character, Mega Armor, Big Mech, man. Then you have the Big Mech with the Custom Force Field. He moves 6 with a toughness of 5, a 4-up save, 4 wounds, leadership 7, and OC 1. He's got a Slugga, that's 1 shot at BS 5, strength 4, AP 0, 1 damage. Choppa, that's 4 attacks, weapon skill 3, strength 5, AP 1, damage 1. He's a leader, he wogs. He's got more Daka. While he's leading a unit, each time a model in that unit makes a ranged attack, reroll a hit roll of 1. Custom force field. While he's leading a unit, models in that unit have 5 invulnerable save against ranged attacks, and then once per battle at the start of any phase, this model can overcharge its custom force field if it does until the end of the phase. Improve the invulnerable save to 4+. Okay. Grotto Oiler, once per battle, do the same thing. Oh, what? Different thing. The bear can overcharge its custom force field 1 additional time. That seems good. Let's see what he can lead. So he can lead boys, burner boys, tank buses, ludas, and knobs. You can give him ludas. Okay. He comes with a Slugga and a Choppa. He can have a Grot helper. He's an infantry character. Grenades. Nice. Okay. Then you have the big mech with a shock attack gun. It's gonna be his main weapon. It's a shock attack gun. Blast heavy. 60-inch range. D6 plus 1 shot. BS 5. Strength 9, AP 4, D6 damage. And then for close combat weapon, 4 attacks in combat, 3s to hit, strength 5, AP 0, damage 1. He has leader, he has wog. He has more Daka while he's leading a unit. Each time you make an attack, reroll hit roll 1. Deranged Snotling Assault. In your shooting phase after this model is shot, select one enemy unit hit by one or more of those attacks, take a battle shock test. Grot Assistant. Once per battle, after determining how many attacks you make with your shock attack gun, you can reroll it. Yep. He can take the Grot Assistant. He's just got a shock attack gun and close combat weapon. He can lead boys, ludas, and mech guns, strangely. He's an infantry character, grenades. So he can lead a vehicle unit and just give him reroll once to hit. Bigot Boss Bunka is toughness 10. It's got a 3-up save. It's got 12 wounds, leadership 7, and OC 0. Big Shootas, so we've seen those. Those are rapid fire 2, 36 inches, 3 shots. Strength 5, AP 0, damage 1. And then Gaze of Gork, either a glare or a squint. If he glares at you, it blasts you. This sustained hits D3, 24-inch range. D6 shots, strength 5, AP 0, damage 1. And then Gaze of Gork is sustained hits D3, 18-inch range, 1 shot, strength 12, AP 4, damage 3. It has deadly demise D3, fire and deck 11, wog, cover. So each time a ranged attack is allocated to a model, if that model is not fully visible because of this cover, you get cover. Shouting Pole. While a friendly Orks unit is within 6 inches of this fortification, improve leadership by 1. You can shoot dudes that are in combat with it, and they can fall back without taking battle shock tests or whatever, taking shitty desperate escape tests. It's a fortification vehicle transport. Why is it those things? It's a big shooter. Gaze of Mork is what it's got. It can be equipped with 3 additional big shooters, which you just have printed on its data sheet. This model has a transport capacity of 11 Orks, and Jump Pack's Mega Armor take up the space of 2. The Blitzabama, we could probably just skip these. This moves 20 inches, it's toughness 9 with a 3-up save, 12 wounds, leadership 7, OC of 0. Big Shooter is what it's got. We know that. Twin Super Shooter, that's rapid fire 2, sustained hits 1 and twin linked, 36-inch range, 4 shots, strength 6, AP 1, damage 1. Armored hull, don't give a fuck. Deadly demise D3, wog. Boom Bomb. Each time this model ends a normal move, you can select one enemy unit that it moved over during that move and roll 1d6. On a 4+, that unit suffers d6 mortal wounds. What? It's -1 to hit if you damage it, so then it becomes completely useless. You could... yeah, whatever, dude. It's got a 6-up invuln. Big Shooter, Twin Super Shooter, no war gear options, vehicle aircraft fly. Boomdaka Snazwagon. This moves 12, is toughness 7 with a 4-up save and 9 wounds. Leadership 7, OC of 3. It's got a big shooter, it's rapid fire 2. We know that does at this point. Grot Blasta, pistol, 12-inch range, 1 shot, hits on 4s. Strength 3, AP 0, damage 1. Mech Special, Assault, rapid fire 4, sustained hits 1. 24-inch range with 12 shots. Strength 5, AP 1, damage 1. Spiked Wheels, 4 attacks, hits on 4s. This is combat. Strength 7, AP 1, damage 2. It's got Deadly Demise 1. It has Wog. It has Dust Trails. While an enemy unit is within 6 inches of this model, each time a model in that unit makes an attack, subtract 1 from the hit roll. It also has a 6-up invuln. It has a big shooter, a grot blaster, mech special, and spiked wheels. No war gear options, it's just a vehicle with grenades. That's pretty interesting. Boss Snickrot. So he moves 6, toughness 5 with a 5-up save and a 5-up invuln. He's got 6 wounds, leadership 6, OC 1. He's got a slugger. He's got Mork's teeth, that's precision and twin linked. 6 attacks, hitting on 2s, strength 6, AP 1, damage 2. He will definitely kill a character with twin linked, for sure. Yeah. Infiltrator, Stealth, and Leader Wog, and then Red Skull Commando. While this model is leading a unit, models in that unit have the benefit of cover. Cunning Infiltrator, once per battle in your movement phase, instead of making a normal move with this unit, you can move it from the battlefield and set it up again anywhere on the battlefield that is more than 9 inches horizontally away from all enemy models. That's good. I wonder how many points he is. He has a Slugger and Mork's Teeth. He can be attached to commandos. He's got no war gear options, but he is an infantry character with grenades. That he is an epic hero. Boss Zazdruk. He moves 12. He's toughness 5 with a 4-up save and a 5-up invuln. 6 wounds, leadership 6, OC 1. He also has a Slugger. He's got the Vulture's Claws and Chopper. That's going to be 6 attacks on 2, strength 8, nice. AP 2, damage 2. He has Deep Strike, Feel No Pain 6+, and Leader. He wogs out with a Drill Boss. While this model is leading a unit, each time a model in that unit makes a melee attack specifically, add 1 to the hit roll. The War Boss, the one we talked about, I think I kind of glossed over it, but he also adds 1 to your melee hit rolls. Plummeting Descent. You can reroll charge rolls made for this model in a turn in which it was set up on the battlefield from reserves. Okay. He's got no war gear options. He's got the Vulture's Claws, Chopper, Slugger. He can be attached to Storm Boys. He's infantry, jump pack, fly character, epic hero. Then you got Da Boys. Da Boys move 6 at toughness 5 with a 5-up save, 1 wound, leadership 7, and OC of 2. The Knob has 2 wounds. They got big shooters, which we know at this point. Combi weapon, we saw this on the Big Mech and Power Armor, or whatever the fuck it's called. Anti-infantry 4-up, dev wounds, rapid fire 1. 24-inch range, 1 shot. Strength 4, AP 0, damage 1. Rocket launcher, this is a blast weapon, 24 inches, D3 shots. Strength 9, AP 2, damage 3. A shooter, that's going to be 18 inches with rapid fire 1, 2 shots. Strength 4, AP 0, damage 1. And then a slugger. For melee, the Knob's going to have this big chopper. This is 3 attacks at strength 7, AP 1, damage 2. The chopper is going to be 3 attacks, at strength 4, AP 1, damage 1. And they're all hitting on 3s there, except for the Power Claw. But close combat weapon, 2 attacks, strength 4, AP 0, damage 1. Power Claw is strength 9, AP 2, damage 2, and it hits on 4s. They have Wog and then Breaking Heads. While a War Boss is leading the unit in your command phase, the first time a Battle Shock test has failed for this unit, if it is within range of an objective marker, you can choose to break some heads. If you do, 1 bodyguard model in the unit is destroyed, and you can reroll that test. Okay. You take them units of 10 to 20. They all have sluggers and choppers, except for the War Boss guy, the Knob. He's got the big chopper. The Boss Knob's big chopper can be replaced with a Power Claw. The Boss Knob's big chopper and slugger can be replaced with 1 combi weapon and 1 close combat weapon. And a number of boys can have their slugger and chopper replaced with a shooter and close combat weapon. For every 10 models in the unit, 1 boy's chopper and slugger can be replaced with one of the following: 1 big shooter and 1 close combat weapon, 1 rocket launcher and 1 close combat weapon. Their infantry battle line mob with grenades and boys. Burner Boys. They move 6, their toughness of 5. They have a 5-up save and 1 wound, leadership 7, and OC 1. They have a big shooter. They have Burners, which are ignores cover torrent, 12-inch range, D6 shots, strength 4, AP 0, and damage 1. Custom Mega Blaster. We saw that on the Big Mech in Mega Armor. That's 24 inches and always hazardous. 3 shots, strength 9, AP 2, and D6 damage. And then the rocket launcher we just saw above on the boys. That's a blast weapon, 24-inch range, D3 shots, strength 9, AP 2, and a flat 3 damage. For combat, they have close combat weapons as an option. 3 attacks, weapon skill 3, strength 4, AP 0, damage 1, and then Cut in Flames, 2 attacks, weapon skill 4, strength 4, AP 2, and damage 1. They have Wog and Pyromaniacs. Each time a model in this unit makes a ranged attack with a burner that targets an enemy unit within 6 inches, reroll a wound roll of 1. If the target of that attack is also within range of an objective marker, you can reroll the wound instead. Their infantry, Burner Boys, 1 to 3 spanners and 4 to 12 burners is the squad size. Every spanner is equipped with a close combat weapon and a big shooter. Everyone else has those cutting flames and a burner. And a number of spanners can have their big shooter replaced with one of the following: custom mega blaster or rocket launcher. Probably take the rocket, right? Burn a bomber. This moves 20. It's toughness 9. It's got a 3-up save, 12 wounds, a leadership 7, and OC of 1. It's got a twin big shooter, rapid fire 2, twin linked, 36-inch range, 3 attacks, strength 5, AP 0, damage 1. Twin super shooter, rapid fire 2, sustained hits 1, twin linked, 36-inch range, 4 attacks, strength 6, AP 1, damage 1. Scorcha missile rack, blast, ignores cover, 36-inch range, 2d6 shots, strength 5, AP 1, damage 1. Don't care about its combat. Deadly Demise D3, Wog, Burn a Bomber. Each time this model ends a normal move, you can select one enemy unit moved over during that move. Until the end of the turn, models in that unit cannot have the benefit of cover. In addition, roll 1d6 for each model in that unit. On a 6, you suffer 1 mortal wound. 1 to 4 wounds remaining. It's -1 to hit and has a 6-up invuln. It has a twin big shooter, twin super shooter, and an armored hull, and it can be equipped with a missile rack, which you're gonna do. Vehicle, fly, aircraft, and then you have this Daka Jet. I'm pretty sure this is the best. This has always been one of the better ones. Daka Jet moves 20, toughness 9, 3-up save, 12 wounds, leadership 7, OC 0. Now, to clarify, these flyers are all fucking miserably bad. But out of those, this one's probably the best. Twin Super Shooter. It's got rapid fire 2, sustained hits 1, twin linked, 36-inch range, 4 attacks, strength 6, AP 1, damage 1. We just saw this. Deadly Demise D3, Wog, and then Daka Storm. Each time this model makes a ranged attack, every successful hit roll scores a critical hit. Okay. It's got a 6-up invuln and is -1 to hit if it's got 1 to 4 wounds left. It has 2 super shooters, and it can be equipped with an additional super shooter. So it's got 3 super shooters. Cool, I guess. Vehicle, fly, aircraft. The Death Dread. The Stompy Dompy Death Dread is next. This moves 8, is toughness 9 with a 2-up save and 8 wounds. Leadership 7 and OC 3. Big shooter is a ranged weapon it can have. Custom Mega Blaster, rocket launcher, and the Scorcha we haven't seen. It ignores cover and torrent, 12-inch range, d6 shots, strength 9, AP 1, damage 1. For melee, it's got Dreadclaw, Dead Choppy. I'll read that in a second. This is 4 attacks, weapon skill 3, strength 10, AP 2, and damage 3. Now, the Dead Choppy says the attack characteristic of this weapon is increased by 1 for each additional Dread Claw this model is equipped with. If you don't give it any Dread Claws, it's got Stompy Feet. It's got 4 attacks, hitting on 3, strength 5, AP 0, damage 1. Deadly Demise 1, Wog, and then Piston Driven Brutality at the start of the fight phase. Each enemy unit with an engagement range takes a Battle Shock test. It's got a 6-up invuln. It's got 2 big shooters, 2 Dread Claws, and Stompy fucking Feet. This model's big shooters can be replaced with one of the following: Dreadclaw, Custom Mega Blaster, Rocket Launcher, Scorcha. This model's Dreadclaws can be replaced with one of the following: 1 big shooter, 1 Custom Mega Blaster, 1 Rocket Launcher, 1 Scorcha. Then Vehicle Walker is what it is. The Deathkiller Wartrike. This is one of your commander guys. It's like a war boss on a bike, but not actually. This guy's got some ranged weapons. Deathkiller Boomstick. It's assault, 12-inch range, 6 attacks, strength 5, AP 0, damage 1. And then Killer Jet. It's got 2 different profiles. It's either a heavy flamer, so 12-inch range, ignores cover torrent, d6 shots, strength 5, AP 1, damage 1, or it's a Melt-A-Gun. Melt-A-2, 12-inch range, 1 shot, strength 9, AP 4, damage d6. In combat, it's got Snag-A-Claw. It's 4 attacks, weapon skill 3, strength 10, AP 2, damage 2. Make it damage 3. Deadly Demise 1, leader, Wog. Speed boss while this model's leading a unit. Each time model in that unit makes a melee attack. Add 1 to the hit roll. Alright, high octane fuel. Each time this model's unit advances, do not make an advance roll, just go 6 instead. He's got a 5-up invuln. He can be doing stuff. He's a Deathkiller Wartrike, and he's equipped with Deathkiller Boomsticks, Killer Jet, and Snag-A-Claw. He's attaching himself to Warbikers. He's got no war gear options. He's a mounted character warboss Deathkiller Wartrike. Then you got Deathcopters. They move 12, they're toughness 6 with a 4-up save and 4 wounds. Leadership 7, OC 2. For ranged, they have Copter Rockets, Blast, and Twin Linked. It's basically a Twin Linked rocket launcher. So, Blast Twin Linked, 24-inch range, D3 shots, strength 9, AP 2, damage 3. And then Custom Mega Blaster and Slugger. Spinning Blades is their combat weapon, 6 attacks, hitting on 3, strength 5, AP 0, damage 1. They have Deep Strike and they have Wog. They should have Infiltrate. Death from above. Each time this unit ends a normal move, you can select one enemy unit it moved over during that move and roll a d6 for each model in this unit. For each 4+, that enemy unit suffers 1 mortal wound. Okay. They have some war gear. You take them in units of 3 to 6. They are equipped with copter rockets, sluggers, and spinning blades. For every 3 models in the unit, one Def Copter can have its copter rockets replaced with a custom Mega Blaster. You probably just keep the copter rockets. They have fly, vehicle, and grenades. Flash Gits. They move 6 or toughness 5 with a 4-up save, 2 wounds, leadership 7, OC of 1. For range, they have Snaz Guns. Those are heavy and sustained hits 1. 24-inch range, 3 attacks, BS 5 still. Strength 6, AP 1, damage 2. Then for combat, you got your Choppa. It's 4 attacks, weapon skill 3, strength 5, AP 1, damage 1. They do have Wog, and they have gun crazy show-offs. Each time a model in this unit targets the closest eligible target with its Snaz Gun until the end of the phase, it has an attack characteristic of 4. And then an ammo runt once per battle. When this unit is selected to shoot, it can use this ability if it does until the end of the phase. Ranged weapons have lethal hits. My god. So you get lethal and sustained. Infantry, grenade, flash gits, they can be equipped with an ammo runt, but otherwise they have no war gear options. They have 1 captain, 4 to 9 guys. They're equipped with Snaz Guns and Choppas. They're infantry. I already said that. Okay. We got Gazgul, the biggest one, the baddest one, the boss of them all. He moves 5. He's toughness 6 with a 2-up save, 10 wounds, leadership 6, and OC of 4. Makari moves 5 with him, is also toughness 6, but only has a 7-up save, 1 wound, leadership 8, and OC of 1. The ranged weapons are Mark's Roar, Rapid Fire 4, 36-inch range, 12 attacks, BS 5 still, fucking dumb, strength 5, AP 0, damage 1, and then Gork's Claw, this is a melee weapon, 6 attacks, weapon skill 2, strength 14, AP 3, and damage 4. Makari's Stabba, this is Dev Wounds, 1 attack, strength 3, AP 0, 1 damage. Why does it have devastating wounds? Hits on 4s. Leader Wog, Prophet of the Great Wog. While this unit is leading a unit, each time a model unit makes a melee attack, add 1 to the hit roll and 1 to the wound roll. Gazgul's Wog Banner. This is an aura. While a friendly Orks unit is within 12 inches of Makari, if you've called a Wog, this battle round melee weapons have lethal hits. Gazgul has a 4-up invuln, Makari has a 2-up invuln that you cannot reroll. Yeah, they just are together. So, that's what you get. This unit can be attached to the following units: Mega Knobs. This must be your Warlord. With no war gear options, it's infantry. Character, epic hero, so you can move through walls. That's kind of hilarious. Gorkanaut. This moves 8, is toughness 12 with a 3-up save and 20 wounds. Leadership 7 and OC 8. It's got ranged weapons. Def Storm Mega Shooter, Rapid Fire 10 with a 36-inch range. 20 attacks. Still BS 5. Strength 6, AP 1, 1 damage. Rocket launches, Scorches, that's your ignores cover, torrent, heavy flamer thing, 12-inch range, D6 shots, strength 5, AP 1, and damage 1. And then Big Shooter, twin Big Shooter, so a twin-linked Big Shooter. For melee, Claw of Gork, this has strike and sweep. If you strike, it's 5 attacks, weapon skill 3, strength 18, AP 3, and damage 6. The Claw of Gork, if you sweep with it, it's going to be 15 attacks, a strength 8, AP 1, and damage 2, also hitting on 3s. It has Deadly Demise D6, it has Wog, and then clanking forward. Each time this model makes a normal, advance, or fallback move, it can move over enemy models, excluding monsters or vehicles, and terrain that are 4 inches or less in height, as if they were not there. Big and Stompy, each time this model makes a melee attack, if you've called the Wog, add 1 to the hit roll, 1 to 7 wounds remaining, minus 1 to hit, subtract 4 from OC. It does have a 6-up invuln. It's equipped with a Death Storm Mega Shooter, 2 rocket launches, a Scorcher, 2 twin Big Shooters, and a Claw of Gork. It has no war gear options. It can transport 12 infantry. Each Mega Armor and Jump Pack takes up the space of 2, and it cannot transport Gazgul. It's a vehicle Titanic Towering Walker Transport. You got some Gretchen. These are pretty good. They move 6 or toughness 2 with a 7-up save. They got 1 wound, leadership 8, and OC of 2. Yeah. They run Herd. He moves 6 with a toughness of 5, save of 5, 2 wounds, leadership 7, and OC of 1. The ranged weapons are Grot Blastas, that's going to be 12-inch range, 1 shot, BS 4. Strength 3, AP 0, damage 1. For Sluggas, those are pistols as well, we know what that is, that's going to be on the Run Herd. For combat, they have close combat weapons, that's going to be 1 attack at strength 2, AP 0, damage 1. Grot Smacka, this is 3 attacks, hitting on 3s, strength 5, AP 0, damage 1. And the Grots hit on 5s, so 1 attack hitting on 5s. Their abilities are WOG, and then the Runt Herd, while it contains 1 or more Gretchen models, each time an attack targets this unit, the Runt Herd models have a toughness of 2. And then Thieving Scavengers. At the start of your command phase, roll 1d6 for each objective marker you control that has 1 or more units from your army with this ability within range of it. If 1 or more of those rolls is a 4+, you gain 1 CP. They are infantry, Gretchen. You take them in units of 10 to 20. And yeah, the Run Herd is equipped with the Slugga and the Grot Smacka. Everyone else is equipped with the Grot Blastas and the close combat weapon. They don't have any war gear options. Why would they? The Hunter Rig. So this is a Beast Snagga tank thing. It's movement of 10 with a toughness of 10. A 3-up save, 16 wounds, leadership 7 and OC of 5. For ranged weapons, it's got its Evi Laba. This is blast and indirect, 48 inches, D6 shot, strength 6, AP 0 and damage 2. Sticka Cannon. This is anti-monster 2+, anti-vehicle 2+, and snagged. 12-inch range, 1 shot, strength 12, AP 2, and damage 3. If you get snagged, each time this weapon scores a hit against an enemy monster or vehicle unit to the end of the turn, if the bearer selects that unit as the target of a charge, add 2 to the charge rolls made for the bearer. Okay, so what does it do in combat? It's got Butcher Boys. They got extra attacks, anti-monster 4+, anti-vehicle 4+, 4 attacks hitting on 3s. Strength 5, AP 1, damage 1. Savage Horns and Hooves. These are extra attacks and Lance. These are going to be 4 attacks, hitting on 4s. Strength 8, AP 1, damage 3. And then Saw Blade. 6 attacks on 3s, strength 10, AP 1, damage 2. Abilities. Deadly Demise D6, Feel No Pain 6+, Firing Deck 21, WOG. And then Bail Out Boys. If this transport is destroyed, you can re-roll the dice when determining if the disembarking model suffers mortal wounds. 1 to 5 wounds remaining, subtract 1 from its hit rolls. It's got no war gear options, it's just got an Evi Laba, Sticka Cannon, Butcher Boys, Savage Horns, and Hooves and Saw Blades. It can transport 21 guys. It's a vehicle transport Beast Snagga. Captain Badruck. He's bad. He's in a bad truck. He moves 6. He's toughness 5. He's got a 3-up save and a 4-up invuln. He's got 6 wounds and leadership 7 and OC of 1. He's got the Rippa. It's heavy and sustained hits 1 with 2 different profiles. 24-inch range on the first one, 24-inch range on the other profile as well. 3 attacks on both, hitting on 5 still. But first one, strength 7, AP 2, damage 2. Second one is strength 8, AP 3, and damage 3. Pretty good. Then he's got a Slugga and a Choppa. 6 attacks, hitting on 2, strength 5, AP 1, damage 1. Leader, WOG, flashiest Git. While this model is leading a unit, each time a model in that unit makes a ranged attack, you can reroll the hit roll. Wow. Dead glowy ammo. While an enemy infantry unit is within 6 inches of this model, subtract 1 from the toughness characteristic of models in that unit. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what he's got. Okay. So he can be attached to flash kits with no war gear options, infantry character epic hero. The Kill Rig. This moves 10 and is toughness 10 with a 3-up save and 16 wounds. Leadership 7, OC of 5. Evi Laba, this is blast and indirect, 48-inch range, D6 shots, strength 6, AP 0, damage 2. This also has a Sticka Cannon, anti-monster 2+, anti-vehicle 2+, snagged, 1 shot at 12 inches, strength 12, AP 2, damage 3. Snagged is you get +2 to your charge rolls for this unit if you snag them. And then Whir Tower, 24-inch range, D3 shot, strength 12, AP 3, and damage D6. And this is a psychic torrent weapon, so it auto hits, which is nice. For melee, you got Butcher Boys again, 4 attacks, anti-monster and anti-vehicle 4+, strength 5, AP 1, damage 1. Savage Horns again, extra attacks lance, 4 attacks hitting on 4s, strength 8, AP 1, damage 3. And then Saw Blades, that's 6 attacks, strength 10, AP 1, damage 2, hitting on 3s. Deadly Demise D6, Feel No Pain 6+, Firing Deck 11, WOG. Spirit of Gork, At the start of your fight phase, you can select one friendly Orcs unit within 12 inches of this model and roll 1d6. On a 1, this model suffers d3 mortal wounds. On a 2 to 5, until the end of the phase, add one of the strength characteristic of melee weapons equipped by models in that unit. On a 6, until the end of the phase, add one of the strength characteristic of melee weapons equipped by models in that unit, and they get lethal hits. So, pretty cool little psychic tank thing. If it's got 1 to 5 wounds remaining, it's -1 to hit. It's a kill rig. It comes with an Evi Lava, Stick of Cannon, Word Tower, Butcher Boys, Savage Horns, whatever, all that shit. It's got no war gear options, and it's a transport, can transport 11 guys. So it's a vehicle transport Psyker, Beast Snagga. Ooh, the Killicans. These are fun. They move 6 or toughness 6 with a 3-up save and 5 wounds. Leadership 8, OC of 2. For ranged weapons, they got Can Shooter, Dev Wound, Rapid Fire 2, 36 inches with 3 shots, Strength 5, AP 0, Damage 1. Now, these all are hitting on 4s because they're Grots, so just keep that in mind. Grotzuka is Blast, 18-inch range, D3 plus 3 shots, Strength 6, AP 0, Damage 1. Rocket Launcher, we know, we've seen that. It's D3 shots, a Strength 9, AP 2, and Damage 3, 24 inches. And then Scorcha, that's your heavy flamer. It ignores cover torrent, 12 inches, D6 shots, Strength 5, AP 1, and Damage 1. Combat, it's got Can Claw, 3 attacks, Weapon Skill 4 plus, Strength 8, AP 2, and Damage 3. They each have Deadly Demise 1, and then Wog, and then Shooty Power Trip. Each time this unit is selected to shoot, you can roll 1d6. On a 1, the nearest other friendly Orcs unit within 12 inches invisible to this unit suffers D3 mortal wounds. On a 2+, until the end of the phase, ranged weapons equipped by models in this unit have Ignores Cover. They have 6-up invulns. They have Can Shooters, Can Claws. You take them in units of 3 to 6. Each Killer Can Shooter can be replaced with one of the following: Grotzuka, Rocket Launcher, Scorcha. They're vehicle walkers. Commandos. They move 6 and are toughness 5 with a 5-up save and 1 wound. Leadership 7 and OC of 1. The boss knob has 2 wounds, as always. They have access to Burnas. That ignores cover torrent, 12-inch range, D6 shot, Strength 4, AP 0, Damage 1. Special Commando Shooter. What the fuck is this? Rapid Fire 2, 18-inch range, 4 shots, Strength 4, AP 0, Damage 1. Rocket Launcher, Slugga, Big Chopper. So this is going to be on the knob. 4 attacks, Strength 7, AP 1, Damage 2. Hits on 3s. Breacher Arm, Breacher Ram. This is 2 attacks, hitting on 4s, Strength 9, AP 2, Damage 2. Choppa, 3 attacks on 3s, Strength 4, AP 1, Damage 1. Close Combat Weapon, 2 attacks on 3s, Strength 4, AP 0, Damage 1. And then Power Claw, 3 attacks on 4s, Strength 9, AP 2, Damage 2. They do have Infiltrators and Stealth, and then Wog. Sneaky Surprise. Enemy units cannot use the Fire Overwatch stratagem to shoot at this unit. Distraction Grot. Once per battle in your opponent's shooting phase, before making a saving throw for a model in this unit, it can deploy a Distraction Grot. If it does until the end of the phase, models in this unit have a 5-up invuln. Bomb Squig. Once per phase, after this unit has ended a normal move, select one enemy unit within 12 inches of this unit and roll 1d6. On a 2+, you suffer d3 mortal wounds. Alright, so they just come in units of 10 with Sluggas and Choppas. The knob can replace his Choppa with a big Choppa or a Power Claw. Up to 2 commandos can have their Slugga and Choppa replaced with one special shoot a thing and a close combat weapon. 1 commando can take a Breacher Ram. 1 commando can replace his Choppa and Slugga with a Burna and close combat weapon. 1 dude can take a rocket launcher and combat weapon. This unit can be equipped with a bomb squig and a distraction grot. Infantry grenades. Yeah, Orcs have a lot of units. We're like halfway there. We're living on a prayer. This is the Custom Boosta Blasta. This moves 12, toughness 7 with a 4-up save and 9 wounds. Leadership 7, OC of 3. Does have a 6-up invuln as well. Ranged weapons, it's got Burning Exhaust. This is ignores cover torrent twin linked. Only 6-inch range. 2d6 shots and strength 4. AP 0, damage 1. Grot Blasta, that's what the Grots have. Rivet Cannon, it's Assault, Rapid Fire 3. 36-inch range with 6 shots. Strength 8, AP 1, damage 2. Spiked Wheels. 4 attacks, weapon skill 4, strength 7, AP 1, damage 2, deadly demise 1, and Wog, and then riveting Daka. In your shooting phase after this model is shot, select one enemy unit hit by one or more of those attacks with its rivet cannon until the start of your next turn. They are suppressed, and while you're suppressed, you subtract 1 from the hit roll. Cool. No war gear options. It has a Burna exhaust, Grot Blastus, rivet cannon, spiked wheels. It's a vehicle custom booster blaster thing. Ludas. Ludas are cool. They move 6 with a toughness of 5, 5 up save, 1 wound, leadership 7, OC of 1. They got big shooters maybe. Def guns on mostly everyone else. That's heavy, rapid fire 1, 48-inch range with 2 shots. It hits on 6s. Ugh. Strength 8 AP 1 damage 2. Custom Mega Blaster, always hazardous, 24-inch range. 3 shots, strength 9 AP 2 and damage D6. Then rocket launcher, close combat weapons, further melee. That's 2 attacks on 3s. Strength 4 AP 0 damage 1. WOG, that's our loot. Each time a model in this unit makes a ranged attack, reroll a hit roll of 1. If the attack targets a unit within range of an objective marker, you can reroll a hit roll instead. So you can be getting to hit on 5s if you stay still with heavy, and you're rerolling hits. You can have 4 shots a piece, or 3 shots a piece within 24. Oh my god, dude, what? So they come in units of 1 to 3 spanners and 4 to 12 ludas. Yeah, 1 spanner for every 4 ludas. Every spanner is equipped with the big shooter. Everyone else has that def gun. The spanners can take the custom Mega Blaster or the rocket launcher. They're infantry. Mad Doc Grotznick. He moves 6. He's toughness 5 with a 5 up save and 4 wounds. Leadership 7, OC 1. He does have a 5 up invuln. He's got a slugger. He's got a power claw. That's 4 attacks on 3s. Strength 9, AP 2, damage 2. The Erdy Syringe, anti-infantry 4+, extra attacks and precision, 1 extra attack on 3s, strength 2, AP 0, damage 1. He has 5 up Feel No Pain and leader. He's got WOG, and then Mad Doc. While this model is leading a unit, models in that unit have a Feel No Pain 5+ ability, so we'll have to see what he can lead. One scalpel short of a med pack. While this model is leading a unit, that unit is eligible to declare a charge in a turn in which it fell back. How does that make any sense? How does that relate to being able to fall back at all? Anyway, he's just a guy that has some stuff. He's got no war gear options. He's an infantry character, epic hero, pain boy. He can be attached to boys, burner boys, tank busters, ludas, and nabos. Mega nabos. They move 5 with toughness of 6 with a 2 up save, 3 wounds, leadership 7, and no OC. They have combi weapons for range. This is anti-infantry 4 up, depth wounds, rapid fire 1. 24-inch range, 1 shot. We've seen that before. Custom shooters, rapid fire 2 with 4 shots, 18-inch range. Strength 4, AP 0, 1 damage. For melee, they can take kill saws, power claws, and twin kill saws. The kill saw is 2 attacks. Weapon skill 4 on all of this? Why? What the fuck? Strength 12, AP 3, and 2 damage on the kill saw. The power claw is 3 attacks, strength 9, AP 2, and damage 2. The twin kill saw is twin linked, but it is strength 12, AP 3, and damage 2 with 2 attacks. God, why do they have 2 attacks? Like, who wrote this? They have WOG and then Crump in time, I guess. They get dev wounds on a turn in which you call the WOG, which is 1 turn in the game. You take them in units of 2 to 6. They all have custom shooters, power claws. Any number of models can have their custom shooter and power claw replaced with one of the following: combi weapon and power claw, combi weapon and kill saw, combi shooter and kill saw, kill saw and power claw, 1 twin kill saw. Okay. Their infantry grenades, mega armor. The Megatrack Scrapjet is the next one. It moves 12, toughness 7 with a 4 up save and wounds of 9. Leadership 7, OC of 3. It also has that 6 up invuln that we see on a lot of vehicles. This has rocket launches. Well, rocket cannon. Its blast, 24-inch range, is D6 plus 1 shots. Strength 9, AP 2, and damage 3 flat. Twin big shooter and wing missiles. 24-inch range, 1 shot, strength 9, AP 2, and damage 3, so it's just another rocket. Nose drill, 4 attacks, strength 8, AP 1, damage 2, hitting on 4s. Deadly demise 1, WOG, and then drill through. Each time this model ends a charge move, select one enemy unit within engagement range of it and roll 1d6. On a 2 to 5, the enemy unit suffers D3 mortal wounds. On a 6, they suffer 3 mortal wounds. So it has like a little mini tank shock built in. It's kind of cool. It's equipped with a rocket cannon, twin big shooter, wing missiles, and a nose drill with no war gear options. It's a vehicle. That's pretty much all it's got. Regular old mech. Moves 6. His toughness 5 with a 5 up save and 4 wounds. Leadership 7 and OC of 1. He's got a custom mega slugger. It's blast and hazardous, 12-inch range, D3 shot, strength 8, AP 2, damage D6. It's pretty hilarious. Kill Saw. That's going to be 1 attack. It's strength 12, AP 3, and damage 2. Weapon skill 4. I guess you give him that. The Wrench. It's 3 attacks, strength 4, AP 0, 1 damage. Hits on 3s. Leader Wog, Mech Boy. While a Orc vehicle is within 3 inches of him, he has Lone Operative and then Mechamaniac. At the end of your movement phase, you can select one Orc's vehicle within 3 of this model. That vehicle regains D3 lost wounds, and until the start of your next movement phase, each time that vehicle makes an attack, add 1 to the hit roll. You can't do it more than once per turn. He's got one War Gear option, which is that his Wrench can be replaced with a Kill Saw, which just do that. Why the fuck not? Custom Mega Slugga and a Wrench is what he's normally got, though. He can be attached to boys. Luda's Mech Guns, Knobs, and Tank Bustas. He's an infantry character. Mech Guns. These move 3, they're toughness 5 with a 5-up save and a 6-up invuln. 6 wounds, leadership 8, OC of 2. It's got some different ranged weapons. One of them is a Bubble Chucka with 3 different profiles. Before selecting targets for this weapon, roll 1d6 to determine which profile to make its attacks with, comparing the result with the numbers shown on the left. So, if you roll a 1 to 2, it's a big bubble. It's got blast. It's 48-inch range. 2d6 shots, strength 6, AP 1, damage 1. If you roll a 3 to 4, it's a wobbly bubble. It's also blast at 48 inches. D6 shots, strength 9, AP 2, and damage 3. And then if it's a dense bubble, that's a 5 to 6, it's blast 48 inches, D3 shots, strength 12, AP 3, and damage D6 plus 3. So, these are kind of funny. They all hit on 4s. You can also take custom mega cannons. That's going to be a 12-inch or a 36-inch range blast hazardous weapon. Strength 12, AP 2, and damage D6. Smash-a-gun, 48-inch range, D3 shot, strength 9, AP 3, damage 3 with blast. Tractor cannon, anti-fly 2+, devastating wounds. 1 shot, strength 10, AP 2, and damage D6 plus 1. That's an interesting thing. For their Grot Kuru in combat, it's 6 attacks of strength 2, AP 0, 1 damage, hitting on 5s. They have Wog and Splat. Each time a model in this unit makes a ranged attack that targets a unit containing 10 or more models, you can reroll a hit roll of 1. They come with a Smash-a-gun and Grot Crew. You take them in units of 1 to 3. Each model's Smash-a-gun can be replaced with one of the following: Bubble Chucka, Custom Mega Cannon, Tractor Cannon. They are just vehicles. Morkanaut, Mr. Morkanaut, is next. He moves 8. He's toughness 12. 3-up save, 20 wounds, leadership 7, OC of 8. His ranged weapons are Custom Mega Blasta, which we know. Custom Mega Zappa, which we do not know. That's Blast and Hazardous. 36-inch range, D6 plus 3 shots. Strength 10, AP 2, and damage D6. Okay, Rocket Launcher. Blast. We know that. Twin Big Shooter. We know that. Claw of Mork. 2 different profiles. 4 attacks at strength 18, AP 3, and damage 6. Or 12 attacks at strength 8, AP 1, damage 2. And that's both hit on 3s. Deadly Demise D6. Wog. Clanking forward. Each time this model makes a normal move, advance, or fall back, you can move over enemy models, excluding monsters or vehicles, and terrain features that are 4 inches or less in height as if they were not there. And then it's big and shooty. Each time this model makes a ranged attack during a battle round in which you call the Wog, you add 1 to the hit roll. Okay. Fine. If it's got 1 to 7 wounds left, it's -1 to hit and -4 OC. It does have a 5-up invuln. It's got a Custom Mega Blasta, Custom Mega Zappa, 2 rocket launches, 2 big shooter things, and the Claw of Mork. Got no War Gear options. It can transport 12 guys. Mega Armor and Jump Pack take up the space of 2. It can't transport Gazgul because it's not cool enough. It's a vehicle Titanic Towering Transport Walker. Mozrog Scrag Bad. Alright, we got through that one. He's movement of 10, toughness of 10, 3-up save, 9 wounds, leadership 6, OC of 3. Ranged weapons are that Thump Gun, it's blast, 18-inch range, D3 shots, strength 6, AP 0, damage 2. For melee, he's got Big Chomp as Jaws, dev wounds, extra attacks. 3 attacks, hitting on 3s, strength 7, AP 2, and damage 4. And then Gut Ripper, anti-monster 4+, anti-vehicle 4+, 6 attacks, strength 7, AP 1, damage 3, hits on 2s. Deadly Demise 1, Feel No Pain 4+, and Wog. The big a day is, each time this model makes an attack, targets a monster or vehicle. Add 1 to the damage characteristic of that attack. Each time this model makes an attack that targets a Titanic unit, add 2 to the damage characteristic of that attack instead. And then Hungry Champa. Each time this model declares a charge until the end of the turn, each time this model makes an attack, an unmodified successful wound roll of 5+ scores a critical hit. Okay, he's got a 4-up invuln, yep. Great. Yeah, like he's deadly demise 1, feel no pain 4+, 4-up invuln, is -1 to wound because of stratagems. Pretty damn hard to kill this thing. He's got a thump gun, big chomp, his jaws, gut ripper, no warrior options. He's a monster character, beast snagga, epic hero. And then you got the knob on Smash a Squig. He moves 10 inches at toughness 7 with a 4-up save and 5 wounds. Leadership 7, OC of 2. He's got a slugga. He's got a big chopper, anti-monster 4+, and anti-vehicle 4+ on his. 5 attacks hitting on 3s, strength 7, AP 1, damage 2. And then his squig jaws, those are extra attacks, 2 attacks on 4s, strength 6, AP 1, damage 2. Feel no pain 5+, and leader. He's got Wog, and he's got the Hog Boss. While this model is leading a unit, each time a model in that unit makes a melee attack, you add 1 to the hit roll. Hunt them down. During a battle round in which you call the Wog, this model's big chop has anti-monster 3+ and anti-vehicle 3+ abilities. That's good. He's got no war gear though. He can just be attached to Squig Hogs. He just comes with what he's got, and he's a mounted character, beast snagga. Knob with a Wog banner. What is this thing doing? I didn't even know this existed. Moves 6, toughness 5 with a 4-up save, 3 wounds, leadership 7, and OC of 1. This also has a custom shooter, which you've seen a few times. That's the rapid fire 2 weapon at 18 inches, 4 attacks, strength 4, AP 0, damage 1. And then Wog banner is a melee weapon. 3 attacks, hitting on 3s, strength 8, AP 2, damage 2. Sure. Leader, Wog. Plant the Wog banner once per battle at the start of the battle round. This model can use this ability. If it does, until the start of the next battle round. This model's unit gains the benefits of the Wog ability as if you had called the Wog this battle round. The boss is watching. While this model is gaining the benefits of the Wog ability, it has a 4+ invulnerable save and an objective control of 5. Sure. It's got a custom shooter and a Wog banner. It can be attached to knobs and boys. It has no war gear. It's an infantry character guy. Okay. You got knobs. They got big Z's at the end of their name. They're big heads. They got big teeth. They move 6 for toughness 5 with a 4-up save and 2 wounds, leadership 7 and OC of 1. They have combi weapons, anti-infantry 4-up, devastating wounds, rapid fire 1. We've seen that before. Sluggas, big choppas, that's 3 attacks on 3, strength 7, AP 1, damage 2. Close combat weapon, that's 3 attacks on 3, strength 5, AP 0, damage 1. And then power claw, that's 3 attacks on 4s, strength 9, AP 2, damage 2. They have Wog and the boss lads. The boss's lads. While a war boss is leading this unit, each time an attack targets this unit, subtract 1 from their wound roll. Their war gear are ammo runts once per battle. For each ammo runt this unit has, when it's selected to shoot, it can use this ability. If it does until the end of the phase, you get lethal hits. Okay. You take them units of 5 to 10. They have sluggers and choppas, unless you upgrade them. And a number of models can each have their big choppa replaced with a power claw. Okay, do that. And a number of models can have their slugger and big chopper replaced with 1 combi weapon and 1 close combat weapon. Do not do that. For every 5 models in the unit, take an ammo runt. Their infantry with grenades, and their knobs. Then you got a Pain Boss. He moves 6 at toughness 5 with a 4-up save and 4 wounds, leadership 7 and OC of 1. For melee, he's got a Beast Snagga Claw, it's anti-monster 4+, anti-vehicle 4+, with 3 attacks. Hits on 4s, strength 9, AP 2, damage 2. He does have a 5-up, feel no pain, and leader. He wogs. He's got Doc's tools. While he's leading a unit, they get a 5-up, feel no pain, and then Sawbones. At the end of your movement phase, select 1 friendly Beast Snagga character model within 3 inches of this model. That model is healed and regains up to 3 wounds. Wow, just auto regain 3 wounds. Grot Orderly once per battle, so war gear options here. Grot Orderly once per battle in your command phase. If the bearer is leading a unit and is below starting strength, you can return D3 models to the unit. Okay, once per battle. Cool. So he's got his Beast Snagga Claw. He can be equipped with an Orderly. He can be attached to Beast Snagga Boys. He's infantry character Beast Snagga. The regular Pain Boy moves 6 at toughness 5 with a 5-up save, 3 wounds, leadership 7 and OC of 1. His melee weapons are Power Claw, 3 attacks, hitting on 4s, strength 9, AP 2, damage 2. And then Erdy Syringe, anti-infantry 4+, extra attacks, precision, 1 attack, hitting on 3s, strength 2, AP 0, damage 1. He's a leader. He has Wog. He also has Doc's tools. While he's leading a unit, you get a 5-up, feel no pain. Hold still and stay each time an attack made by this model with its Erdy Syringe scores a critical wound against a unit, excluding monsters and vehicles. The unit suffers D6 mortal wounds. Wow. Grot Orderly, that's the same thing that we just saw. Okay, in your command phase, you can return D3 destroyed models to the unit. He's got his Power Claw and Erdy Syringe. He can take the Orderly. He can be attached to boys, knobs, ludas, burner boys, tank bustas. He's an infantry character. Alright, on to the Rucka Trucka Squig Buggy. It moves 12 at toughness 7 with a 4-up save and 9 wounds. Leadership 7, OC 3, 6-up invuln. It's got a sawn-off shotgun. It's assault, 12-inch range, 2 shots. Strength 4, AP 0, damage 1. Squig launches. Blast ignores cover and direct fire. They couldn't even give it heavy. 36-inch range, D6 plus 6 shots. Strength 5, AP 1, damage 2. Saw blades in combat, 4 attacks at strength 7, AP 1, damage 2, hitting on 4s. Has deadly demise 1 and WOG. And then buzzer squigs. Each time this model makes an attack with the squig launchers that targets an infantry unit, add 1 to the hit roll. Fine. Squig mine once per battle at the start of any phase. Select an enemy unit within 3 inches of this model and roll 1d6. On a 4+, you suffer d6 mortal wounds. Sure. Okay. It has sawn-off shotgun, squig launcher, and saw blades. No war gear options. It's just a vehicle. You got your dragsta, your shock drum dragsta. Moves 12, toughness 7, 4-up save, 9 wounds. So it's the same exact profile with a 6 ability. Yeah. So custom shock rifle is its ranged weapon. 24 inches, 1 shot, strength 8, AP 2, d6 plus 1 damage. It hits on 3s though, for some odd reason. And then rockets, blast, we know those. Yeah. Saw blades in combat, same exact thing. Deadly demise 1, WOG, and then shock tunnel each time it's selected to advance. It can teleport around the table. Set it up anywhere on the battlefield more than 9 inches away from any enemy models. It has no war gear options. It's just got a shock rifle, rockets, and blades. It's a vehicle. Squig Hog boys, these are good. They move 10 at toughness 7 with a 4-up save, 3 wounds, leadership 7, and OC of 2. They got saddle get weapons for range. They're assault at 9 inches, strength 3, AP 0, 1 damage, hitting on 4s, 1 shot. Sticka, assault, anti-monster, and vehicle 4+, 12-inch range, 1 shot, strength 5, AP 1, damage 2. For melee, they got Squig Hog jaws and saddle gets. Those are your extra attacks. 3 extra attacks on 4s, strength 6, AP 1, damage 2. Sticka, this is their other thing. This is their Lancey thing. Anti-monster and vehicle 4-up with lance. 3 attacks on 3s, strength 5, AP 1, damage 2. These guys have a feel no pain 5-up with that toughness 7 and 3 wounds, so they're pretty hard to kill. They have WOG, Wild Rad. You can ignore any or all modifiers to this unit's move characteristic and to advance and charge rolls made for this unit. And then for war gear, they have bomb squigs, once per battle. For each bomb squig in this unit, after this unit ends a normal move, you can select 1 enemy unit within 12 and roll 1d6. On a 2+, the enemy unit suffers d3 mortal wounds. They come in units of a 3 to 6. They got saddle get weapons, stickas, squig, hog, jaws, and saddle gets. And then for every 3 models in the unit, this unit can be equipped with 1 bomb squig. They're mounted beast snagger grenades. Yes, they have grenades. They can throw grenades. Remember to do that. Throw grenades from those guys, because that's hilarious. Stompa. This thing moves 10, toughness 14, geez. 2-up save and 30 wounds, leadership 6 and 12 OC. For ranged, it's got big shootas, which we've seen. The def cannon, we have not. That's blast at 72 inches. 3d6 shots. It still hits on 5s for everything. This is strength 14, AP 3, and damage d6. Scorcha, we've seen that. Super Gatla, this is sustained hits 1, 24 inches. 20 shots, strength 7, AP 1, damage 2. Super Rockets or Blast at 100 inches, such a weird range. 100 inches, d6 shots, strength 12, AP 3, damage d6 plus 2. And then Twin Big Shooter, Twin Link Big Shooter. For combat, it's got a Mega Choppa, Strike or Sweep. It's got 6 attacks, hitting on 3s, strength 24, AP 5, and damage 10. Or it's got 18 attacks, hitting on 3s, at strength 10, AP 2, and damage 3. Deadly Demise 2d6 and WOG. It has WOG, Effigy Aura. While a friendly Orks unit is within 12 inches of this model, each time you take a battle shock test, add 1 of the tests, and then stomping forward. Each time this model makes a normal move, yeah, it moves over shit, we get that. 1 to 10 wounds remaining, subtract 6 from its OC, subtract 1 from its hit rolls. It's got a 6-up invuln. It's got 3 big shooters, a def cannon, a Scorcha, a Super Gatla, rocket launches, super rockets, Twin Big Shooter, Mega Choppa. This model has a transport capacity of 22 Ork models. Each Mega Armor or Jump Pack takes up the space of 2. Gazgul takes up the space of 18. It has no war gear options. It's a vehicle transport Titanic towering. Storm boys, they're storming in. Move 12 at toughness 5 with a 5-up save, 1 wound, leadership 7 and OC of 1. The knob has 2 wounds. They have sluggas, they got choppas, 3 attacks on 3, strength 4, AP 1, damage 1. And then Power Claw, 3 attacks on 4, strength 9, AP 2, damage 2. Deep Strike and Wog, Full Throttle is their ability. This unit is eligible to declare a charge in a turn in which it advanced. If it does, before making a charge move, roll 1d6 for each model of this unit. For each one, this unit suffers 1 mortal wound. You cannot use this ability during a battle round in which you call a Wog. The coming units of 5 to 10, they just have Sluggas Choppas. The Knob can be equipped with a Power Claw. Alright, Infantry Jump Pack Fly, they have grenades as well. That's cool. So Tank Busters. Tank Buster. Move 6, toughness, so the same profile as everybody else. For ranged, they got pair of rocket pistols. We have not seen that. It's one shot at twin linked, strength 7, AP 1, damage D3, 12-inch range. It's fucking shit. They also have rocket launches, which we have seen a million times now. For melee, they got combat weapons with 2 attacks on 3s. Tank hammer, anti-vehicle 4+, devastating wounds, and hazardous. Of course, it's hazardous. 2 attacks, it's not even good. Strength 7, AP 1, damage D3. These have Wog and Tank Hunters. Each time a model in this unit makes an attack that targets a monster or vehicle, add 1 to the hit roll and add 1 to the wound roll. And Bomb Squigs, twice per battle after this unit ends a normal move, you can select one enemy unit within 12 and roll a d6. On a 2+, they suffer d3 mortal wounds. Jesus Christ. They come in units of 5 only. They have rocket launches, close combat weapons, pair of rocket pistols on one guy. This is fucked. So, fuck that. Moving on. Truck. 12-inch move, toughness of 8 with a 4-up save, 10 wounds, leadership 7, OC of 2. It's got big shooter. It's got spiked wheels, 3 attacks, weapon skill 5. Oh, that's unfortunate. Strength 6, AP 0, damage 1, and then that Wrecking Ball. Extra attacks, 1 extra attack. Hits on 4, strength 10, AP 0 for no good reason, D6 damage. Like, what? Strength 10, AP 0, D6 damage. This has Deadly Demise D3, Firing Deck 12, Wog, and Grot Riggers. At the start of your command phase, this model regains 1 lost wound. It's got a 6-up invuln. It can transport 12 people. It has a big shooter and spiked wheels. Anything that's mega armor or jump. Oh, it can't transport jump packs this time. So mega armor takes up the space of 2 models. Can't transport Gazgul or jump packs. It can take a Wrecking Ball. It's a vehicle. Transport, dedicated transport. You got War Bikers. They move 12. They're toughness 6 with a 4-up save. 3 wounds, leadership 7, OC of 2. The Knob has a 4th wound. They have Sluggas and then Twin Daka Gun. Rapid Fire 2, Assault, Twin Linked. We saw this in the very beginning. This is a 18-inch range, 3 shots, strength 5, AP 0, damage 1. For combat, Big Choppa, 3 attacks on 3s. Choppa regular, 3 attacks on 3s. Close combat weapon, 2 attacks on 3s. And then Power Claw, 3 attacks on 4s. They have Wog. They have Drive-By Daka. Each time a model in this unit makes a ranged attack that targets unit within 9 inches, improve the armor penetration characteristic of that attack by 1. It's actually not so bad. They have a 6-up invuln. Take them in units of 3 to 6. They're equipped with twin Daka guns and close combat weapons. Each Warbiker can be equipped with one of the following: a Slugga and a Choppa, so take those. The Knob can be equipped with one of the following: a Slugga, Big Choppa, or a Power Claw. He can be equipped with one of the following, so take the Power Claw. Mounted grenades. The actual war boss. He moves 6, he's toughness 5 with a 4-up save and 6 wounds, leadership 6 and OC of 1. He does have a 5-up invuln. He's got combi weapon. We know that. Twin Slugga. It's a twin-linked Slugga, although it does have 2 shots for some reason here. Whatever. For melee, he's got an attack squig, 2 extra attacks, strength 4, AP 0, 1 damage on 4s there. Big Choppa, that's 5 attacks on 2s, strength 8, AP 1, 2 damage. Power Claw, that's 4 attacks on 3s, strength 10, AP 2, 2 damage. His leader, Wog, and then Might is right while this model is leading a unit. Each time a model in that unit makes a melee attack, add 1 to the hit roll. The biggest and the best. When you call a Wog until the start of the next battle round, add 4 to the attacks characteristic of this model's melee weapon. So it gets 8 attacks of strength 10, AP 2, and damage 2. It's a war boss. It has a combi weapon, a twin Slugga, and a Big Choppa. It can lead boys and knobs. Its Big Choppa can be a Power Claw. It can be equipped with an attack squig. It's an infantry character with grenades. Hell yeah. War boss in mega armor. What do? You move slower at toughness, move 5. War boss in mega armor moves 5, toughness 6 with a 2-up save, 7 wounds, leadership 6, and OC of 1. He's got a 5-up invuln as well. a big shooter strapped to his back. He's got an huge chopper. It's 4 attacks, weapon skill 2, strength 12, AP 2, damage 2. Why are these damage 2? Make it damage 3. What the fuck? Makes me angry. He's a leader. He wogs. Might is right. Add 1 to the hit roll. Dead hard. When you call the wog, he gets a 4-up feel no pain, so he gets real hard to kill there. He can't take anything special. He's just got what he's got, and he can be attached to Mega Knobs. He's an infantry character, Mega Armor. There's a 4th fucking airplane. 4 wasted data sheets. Waz Boom Blasta Jet. Moves 20 plus inches, toughness 9, 3-up save, 12 wounds, leadership 7, OC 0. The same thing we've seen for every of the flyers on this codex here. Ranged weapon, smash a gun, blast. D3 shot, strength 9, AP 3, 4 damage on 4s. This is hitting on 4s. Why is it hitting on 4s? Twin Waz Boom Mega Cannon. Blast hazardous twin linked. 36-inch range, D3 shots, hitting on 4s, strength 12, AP 2, D6 damage. Twin Super Shooter. My god, we saw that already like 3 times. And then Twin Teleporta Mega Blasta. Twin Linked and Blast. 3 shots, strength 9, AP 1, D6 plus 1 damage. Armored Hull, Deadly Demise D3, Wog, Blast the Jet attack run. Each time this model makes a ranged attack that targets a unit that cannot fly. Reroll a hit roll of 1. Blast the Jet Force Field. It has grenades. Why? This bear has a 4-up invulnerable save, but it loses the grenades keyword. I kind of want to know how many points this thing is, but I'm not going to look. 1 to 4 wounds remaining. Subtract 1 from its hit roll. It's got a 6-up invuln. It's actually, okay, it's not bad. It's got a smash-a-gun, twin Wazboom Mega Cannon. Twin Wazboom Mega Cannon can be replaced with the Teleporter Mega Blaster. This model can be equipped with a Blasted Jet Force Field. It can be equipped with a Super Shooter. Vehicle Aircraft Fly Grenades. We got more. We got the weirdest boy. He moves 6. He's toughness 5 with a 5-up save and 4 wounds. Leadership 7 and OC of 1. His ranged weapon is Ed Banger. It's precision and psychic, 24 inches. 1 shot, hitting on 4s. Strength 6, AP 3, and damage 1? Whatever, dude. Weird boy staff. 3 attacks on 3s in combat. Strength 8, AP 1, damage D3. Why is it strength 8? Deadly Demise D3 and leader Wog. Wog energy. While he's leading a unit, add 1 of the strength and damage characteristic of this model's Edbanger for every 5 models in the unit, rounding down. While the unit contains 10 or more models, it is hazardous. Okay. Once per turn, at the end of your movement phase, 1 weird boy from your army can use this ability. If it does, roll a d6. On a 1, the weird boy's unit suffers d6 mortal wounds. On a 2+, remove the weird boy's unit from the battlefield and set it anywhere up again. Yeah, so it teleports around. Okay, he's got Ed Banger and Weird Boy staff. He can be attached to boys with no warrior options. He's just an infantry character. Then you have this Werboy. So he is also movement 6 of toughness of 5, 5 of save and 4 wounds. Leadership 7 and OC of 1. He has Eyes of Mork. 18-inch range, D6 attacks, strength 8, AP 3, and damage 2. Close combat weapon, 3 attacks on 3s. Strength 5, AP 0, damage 1. Deadly Demise D3, feel no pain 6+, and leader. He's got Wog and then Wog energy, same thing as the other guy. So this goes up. Add 2 to the attacks characteristic of the Eye of Mork, whatever. Yeah, Eye of Mork, and it becomes hazardous. And then Roar of Mork, in your opponent's command phase, you can select one enemy unit with an 18 invisible to the Psyker and roll a d6. On a 1, the Psyker's unit suffers d3 mortal wounds. On a 2+, until the start of your opponent's next command phase, each time a battle shock or leadership test taken for that enemy unit, subtract 2 from that test. Whatever. He's got the Eyes of Mork and a close combat weapon. He can be attached to Beast Naga boys. He's got no warrior options. He's the infantry character Beast Naga. There's one more unit, I think. I hope you're the last damn unit. Zog Grog Wartsnaga. Moves 6, toughness 5, 5-up save, 5 wounds, leadership 7, OC of 1. He's got a Slugga. He's got the Grab Zappa. It's got 5 attacks, hitting on 2s, strength 7, AP 2, damage 2, feel no pain 6+, leader, Wog, super runs. While he's leading a unit, models in that unit have scout 9 inches. Each time a model in that unit makes an attack, add 1 to the hit roll and add 1 to the wound roll. Each time an attack targets that unit, subtract 1 from the wound roll. Special dose. When you call the Wog until the start of the next battle round, add 6 inches to the move characteristic of models in this unit. Alright. That's kind of interesting. He's an epic hero. He's got a Slugga. He can be attached to Gretchen. Well, that's a shame. Yeah, I guess that makes sense with super runts. Still good though. Gives them, oops. Gives them Scout 9. Okay, he's an infantry character epic hero. I don't really care that there's a mech workshop. It's toughness 9 with a 4-up save and 10 wounds. Leadership 7 OC of 0. Deadly demise 1 WOG. Cover. You get cover from it. Workshop. When this fortification is set up, all parts must be set up on the 1 inch of another part. At the end of your movement phase, each friendly orc vehicle model within 12 inches of this fortification can regain D3 lost wounds. Each model can only be affected by this ability once. If you're in combat with it, you can shoot them and they can fall back, even if they're battle shocked, and not die. That's it. It just comes with some. It has no warrior options. It's whatever. It's a fortification vehicle. Okay? That is what we got. And that brings us to the end of the Orks Index, folks. Them little gits will crump. They have a ton of units. That took us like an hour. Probably longer. Once they actually get a codex, I'm going to be very excited to see what kind of other detachments that they get. So tell me, you gits, what did you think of this index? Do you guys play orcs? Do you like orcs? Do you hate orcs? Leave your thoughts in a comment down below. Crump that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. And I'll see you ugly fucking gits in the next one.